So today we are going to discuss ec2 instance creation. Already we covered yesterday. Then create and attach elastic IP. It is not create, actually allocate. We are not going to create, it is allocate basically. Okay. Then volume attach, that is one more 5 GB volume. One more NIC attach. Detach this elastic IP from instance and attach to this NIC. Then web server configuration. Simple web server configuration. So let's start one by one. First ec2 instance. Click on instance. Launch instance. I am by default in Mumbai Asia Pacific. So my instance name, my PC, Amazon Linux 2023, instance type T2 micro, key pair. Today I am not going to create, I am going to choose one key pair. So in my local machine, in desktop, AWS key, these are the key. Downloads, yesterday we create February 24 key PPK. Control X, desktop, AWS key, put it here. So I am going to choose this key only. Yesterday we create one key, today I am going to choose one existing key. So click here, February 24 key. Regarding networking, edit, don't touch VPC, it is default. Subnet, you have to choose either A, B or C, but C is not working, so either or AB. So I am going to choose A. Public IP enabled. Regarding firewall, that is security group. If I try to select one security group, let's see any security group is there, no. Yesterday I clean it. So let's create one security group.
Sir, how we got to know that C is not working?
एक EC2 बना के देख लीजिए, और कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है. वो बना के रखा है लेकिन काम नहीं करता. माई पीसी सिक्योरिटी ग्रुप. माई पीसी सिक्योरिटी ग्रुप. What are the protocol? SSH. Connectivity purpose, SSH protocol is required. That is, if I want to connect this instance, I am going to use SSH protocol. So SSH protocol GUI tool is Putty. Yesterday we downloaded it, right? Now SSH, but from where? Not from anywhere. It is risky. It should be from my IP. My IP means our public IP. Okay, our public IP. Check it. Here it is showing this IP address. If you open one browser and type my IP, it is going to show the same IP. Okay, ISP provide this public IP address. Now 8 GB hard disks and launch instance. So it is going to launch once instance. Click on instance. Instance is running. After some times I will show you this status 2x2 check pass. It will take some time, 2 minutes. So what is our target right now? I want to connect my instance. So this is the public IP. Copy, start putty, username ec2 hyphen user at IP address, and authentication purpose auth credential.
जो prompt में आएगा वो यहाँ पे जो डालेंगे वही आएगा ना?
क्या?
ec2 hyphen user जो अभी डाले.
हाँ.
वही जो भी उस ब्लॉक में डालेंगे वही आएगा प्रॉम्प्ट में भी व्हेन ओपन द EC2 इंस्टेंस, जैसे कल बता रहे थे ना।
नहीं, वहाँ आप अगर EC2 की जगह पर EC3 डालेंगे तो EC3 थोड़ी होगा।
नहीं।
जो यूज़र से लॉगिन कर रहा है, इसका प्रॉम्प्ट ऑप्शन है यूज़र नेम @ होस्ट नेम या होस्ट आईपी, इसलिए वैसा दिखाता है। डेस्कटॉप AWS की February 24, open. So I connected this machine, right? Now sudo su hyphen switch to root user. Okay, next our activity. Fine. If you check fdisk -l, it will show the disk information, df -th, all the mount points. Okay, same, right? Linux knowledge. Now what is my target? We are facing one problem, that is this is public IP, private IP, EIP. So right now this is my public IP, and what is the private IP? Copy it, paste it, public, private. Now what happened if I stop this machine and start this machine? After stop and start, public IP is going to released and accept a new public IP dynamically. So that is an issue. We have to apply elastic IP so that this IP is not going to change whenever you stop or start. Okay. विकी जैस कौन है? आपके बैच में और कौन था?
और कोई नहीं, ये
आप दोनों और सुब्रत?
ये विकी जैस कौन है?
हेलो विकी, हेलो हेलो विकी जैस, हेलो हेलो विकी, प्लीज रिस्पॉन्स.
अदरवाइज आई विल लीव यू।
सुब्रत सुनाई दे रहा है?
हाँ सर, सुनाई दे रहा है।
विकी कौन है? हेलो विकी, रिस्पॉन्स नहीं करेगा तो ऐसे ही होगा. Okay, so machine is stopped and check it, public IP is released. Fine. So what happened? I am going to set one elastic IP. How to? From network and security, elastic IP is there. We have to allocate one elastic IP. Nothing to do. AP South 1, it is confirmed. Everything is okay, just allocate. So this is the IP address. I just copy this elastic IP.
Sir, it's showing LP South 1. So this will automatically detect the location or
Automatically, because I connected na.
uh,
So it will check from where request come. Request come from AP South 1. So this is my elastic IP. Now I want to attach this elastic IP to my instance. Fine. So associate this elastic IP address. Either click here or action associate elastic IP address. Same. Okay. Suppose click here. Where I want to associate? Instance. My target is my instance. Which instance? We have only one instance. Now it is stopped. No issue. We can start it also. And reassociation, it is most important. And associate. Once associate, back to instance and start it. Before add also you can start it, no issue. Runtime you can attach it. I just stop and start because I want to show public IP is going to released. So what is the IP address? 35.154.171.31. Check it, it is elastic IP. Okay. Now when it is using elastic IP, if I am going to stop, this time this IP is not going to released. Okay, once machine is going to stopped. Now stopping. It is stopped. Still IP is not going to disturb. नहीं, जितना स्टॉप करो स्टार्ट करो आईपी चेंज नहीं होने वाला है. ठीक है. So start the instance. So I already create instance, allocate and attach EIP. Now volume by default 8 GB. I am going to test it and check it and create one more volume of 5 GB and attach to this instance. Okay, this is my next target. So in this machine, if I check storage, it is going to show one volume is there, it is 8 GB hard disk. My target is I am going to create one more volume of 5 GB and attach to this instance. Okay, so first, same as elastic IP, I have to create volume. Elastic block store, elastic block store, volume. Okay, let's create volume. By default, it is showing 8 GB volume is there. So I change the name, old vol. Now I am going to create a new vol of 5 GB. 8 GB already it is there, right? Create vol. These are like you are using a normal hard disk or SSD type. Okay, this is type. Size, what is my requirement? Size requirement just 5 GB. IOPS means input output per seconds. Input output per seconds, you can change it from 3000 to this much. But this is default and free. Okay, so don't change it. Throughput also same, MB, how much MB per seconds input output options.
sir, on what factor it is depends on IOPS? On what factor we will decide?
IOPS depends on transaction. Okay, IOPS means read write. Suppose you are going to save one documents, 100-page documents. It will take 5 minutes. If IOPS is more, it will take 1 minute.
So every time obviously they will need high IOPS.
High IOPS means you have to pay more. Okay, so company depends on the company requirements. We have to check it. What is the company requirement? Suppose you are using IOPS is too much. Okay, but there was no utility. Then unnecessary you are paying. But if requirement is there, suppose banking or any online purchasing, transaction is there. Per second this much transaction. So IOPS should be up to the mark. Okay. So these are all options, default options. In future you can change. It is going to create AP South 1A. This is important. Okay, this point is important. When I am going to create this volume or NIC card, first you check your instance. Your instance running in AP South 1. That is true. AP South 1 means Mumbai. But in which zone? AP South 1A. So when I create any volume or NIC card, that should be in AP South 1A. Then only you can attach. By mistake, if you create your volume in AP South 1B, it is not going to allow to attach to instance, because instance in A and volume in B. Suppose class is running in this room, you are waiting another room, then you cannot continue the class, right? Same concept. So whenever we are going to create the volume or NIC card, that hardware should be in same availability zone, right? This is important. All hardwares. If we are going to modify anything, attach anything to existing instance, the new hardware should be in the same zone. Fine. So let's create volume. This is old volume. Create a new volume. These are a default. Only size I am going to change to 5 GB. IOPS throughputs, AP South 1A. Snapshot is not required, encryption not required, tag not required. Create volume. Refresh. This volume name, new vol. Okay, what is the size? 5 GB. One more option is important. Volume state. What is the status right now? 8 GB is in use. In use means it is attached to instance. Okay, already it is used by the instance. And 5 GB is available. Suppose right now one hard disk is attached to machine, it is in use. Now you purchase one more hard disk, just put on the table, you didn't attach it. So your hard disk is available, but it is not going to used. Understand? In use means it is accessed by the system. System is accessed. Available means you just purchase it, you create it, but it is not attached to system. Okay, so it is available. When I am going to attach, it is going to show in use. So let's see this 5 GB volume. Hello. Person you are calling. नहीं. Okay, so this is new wall. Action, modify wall, create wall, delete wall, attach wall. Right? So this volume I am going to attach. Attach wall. Where I am going to attach? This is my volume. I am going to attach to instance. Which instance? This is my instance, my PC running. Okay. Device name. Whenever we are going to attach any device, suppose I am going to use this is SDB. Fine. Then attach wall.
Sir. This device name, how we decide?
Anything you can choose. Normally in Linux, what happened? SDA first disk, SDB second disk, SDC third disk. Okay, accordingly you can choose anything.
Okay, that is.
But in AWS, when you are going to connect it, depends on the Linux kernel, may it is going to rename. Okay, xvdf like this. Through this xvdp, it is not going to show HDB. Attach wall. After attaching this, check it, it is available to in use. Now back to your instance. This is my instance. Still it is showing under storage only 1 8 GB. I'm just going to refresh. Once I refresh, it will show one more HDB 5 GB in use attached. Okay. Now if you connect your instance and if you check fdix-l, it will show 2 disks there. Okay. So this is the way how to attach one more volume to your existing instance. Size, anything, IOPS depends on your choice and others, but most important one part is your availability zone. Instance and this volume should be in same zone. Okay. By mistake, if you create in different zone, try to attach, it is not going to allow you to attach. Now,
But the bill will be there.
no, volume 30 GB up to 30 GB free.
Up to 30 GB.
Networking. Under networking, when I am going to check, it will show that network interface card 1. One card is connected. Okay, this is the card. And one public IP. Okay, this is elastic IP information and others. So this is the information of your network card. Public, private, both the IP. Fine. Now I want to attach one more interface. Here it is showing only network interface 1. I want to attach one more interface, second interface. So how to attach? First we have to create interface, then attach to this instance. How to create? Network interface. So this is old NIC. I am going to create new NIC.
So one network interface will connect to one internet service provider, right?
One internet service provider or one from your machine to switch to connect other machines, right? Network purpose.
Something like one device which can hold multiple NICs.
QFE card.
QFE.
QFE.
It's unified something.
মেবি ফুল ফর্ম খেয়াল নেই, কোয়াড্রিক কিছু একটা হতে পারে। কোয়াড্রিক মানে তো 4 বলে, 4টে কার্ড একসাথে থাকে।
So that will be in virtual state here in AWS now.
AWS network card add
This physically
physical card is there. So description optional, subnet, in which subnet you want to create this network card. It should be AP South 1A because your instance in 1A, right? Then automatically it will accept subnet clear হবে তোমার ফ্রাইডে থেকে ওই নেটওয়ার্কিংটা পড়ার পরে। Private IP address automatically assign, no issue. Advanced setting not required. This network card is going to use which security group? I am going to use same security group. Okay, different security group also you can mention. Tag not required. Create network interface. So network interface.
You have already made one security group.
By default security group is there na in this instance. Another network card is there. I am using the same security group here also.
You didn't create anything, any security group.
No, already created when I create the instance. The same security group I am using here also. You can choose different security group also. So this one is new NIC. Right? Now this new NIC action attach. Which VPC? Default VPC. Which instance? This is my instance. And these are not required. Just try to attach. This is also available to in use. Okay, back to instance. Still it is showing one interface, right? Interface 1. Just refresh. Interface 2. Two interfaces there. Okay, 0 and 1. 0 means the default one where IP is there, public, private. Now what is my target? I want to detach this IP from here and attach to here. Understand?
So one NIC was already provided to us by default. Their public IP was allocated.
Public IP, elastic IP, no issue.
It's always for free, like it's allocated. Okay. But the new one you didn't give, like we didn't choose.
See, when I add one more NIC, you can allocate one more elastic IP, add it here. Okay, or network bonding, that is two card, one IP. Okay, that is active passive, high ability options.
So I was just thinking like, what is
Relation
the
between sir NIC and this IP.
Mhm.
How does it goes?
yeah, what is the use case basically, like the NIC and the public IP, like as you are taking a new NIC and you are telling that we will switch.
This is high ability purpose. Suppose we are using both the network card, this both that is multiple network card. This is your server, web server or database server. Here we are using multiple card. These are all NIC 0, 1, 2. Okay, this multiple card, now we are going to treat it as a single card. This is known as NIC bonding. Okay, NIC bonding in Linux. In Windows it is known as NIC teaming. One team. Okay, so physical card 3, logical card 1. We are going to put IP address here only.
That would be public IP, I guess.
Public IP. Okay, suppose this is your machine with one NIC and suddenly NIC is down. That means it is out of the network. Now it is as a standalone machine. But if this multiple NIC is there, any NIC is down, no issue. These are all active. You can use active, passive, different options are there. When I am going to configure NIC bonding, if it is active, these are all active. One is down, no issue. Your operation is going on.
So let's say this is a production server, and so these three NICs should have the same elastic IP, I think, right?
One IP only, because first we have to configure NIC bonding. This is a configuration in Linux.
All of the three should connect to one public IP, I'm saying.
Yeah, that is true, but we are not going to put IP address here. We are going to create this NIC bond, then it is going to create physical to logical. This is logical NIC. Okay, this logical NIC, I am going to put my IP here only. I am not going to put my IP this physical IP, physical network card. Okay, each and every server, minimum, we are going to use minimum 2 card. Okay, minimum 2 card. And nowadays concept also going to change. Sometimes we didn't use any card, we are using multiple machines. Okay, if this card is down means machine is down from network. So automatically autoscale is going to start one more machine. Fine. So different concept is there, but we have to know this one. Now what is my target? Detach this IP address from this ENI, that is a network card. Which one? Old. I think we use old name, new name, something.
Yes, old.
Some name is there.
So then why detaching?
That's what I was also thinking. Sorry.
If you are saying it's creating bonding, okay.
If it is creating bonding, but suppose right now 2 LAN card is there and 2 LAN card, 2 different firewall is going to set. 2 different firewall means This machine is going to access via SSH through this network card. Okay, and this machine is accessed via HTTP from another network card, security purpose. Okay, that is one network card through worldwide. Port 80, port 443 is open, HTTP, HTTPS. Understand? And another network card that is only for SSH administrative purpose. Okay.
So in real case, also we have to like this. We have to do like this one time
Detach.
Then
Detach means I am going to learn how to detach and how to attach. Because at any time, if it is required, suppose your website related that network card is disturbed. Okay, one network card is disturbed, this one is disturbed. Then what to do? I have to detach this IP, I have to delete this network card, I have to attach a network card, and I have to attach the IP address to that network card.
We already have team NIC.
Suppose it is not team, two card.
okay, sir. It depends on means it is optional. It depends on situation. If we want,
Depends on situation. These are different situation. Whenever you face the options, you have to continue.
so we can attach the same IP to both also. But in this case,
Not both also.
why sir? In that case, though, you are saying that okay.
Then you have to configure NIC bonding. This is only NIC, not bonding. Bonding is a configuration. As a Linux administrator, you have to configure it like DNS, DHCP, Samba, proxy. Okay, these are the configuration of Linux. That is only possible by Linux administrator, not by you. Your limitation, you just know little bit of Linux knowledge to manage these machines and others. But Linux administrator is there.
Okay, I understood this. But as you said, like that, these are the two NICs, right? Now, the first NIC, let's say, as you give the example, that one is for the administrator, the second one is for the whole world, right? Now, you are detaching the IP address from here to there. So, but the public IP is public, so that anyone across the world, across the globe, can access it, right? So, uh, public public वाला में तो he can access, right? No, am I thinking?
When I set this NIC card and I am telling this is the IP address and I am going to set the security group. Okay, in security group I mention this IP is going to connect via SSH from that IP. Only particular one IP. One IP. And another one I mention this is from anywhere. Okay, and in security group protocol we have to mention this is for 80 or 443 HTTP HTTPS and this is only 22 SSH 22. कुछ डाउट्स हैं? नहीं, आपका फेस बोल रहा है कुछ डाउट्स है अभी भी आपके मन में. बोलिए बोलिए, क्लियर कर लीजिए.
अभी वो हमको समझना पड़ेगा.
ये टीमिंग थोड़ा अलग चीज़ है, वो कैलकुलेशन है, कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है, वो एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर करेगा. अभी देखिए आप EIP public IP no issue. It should be elastic IP. Okay, if you think about, see, when public IP, when you detach it, okay, means it is released. Again different IP. Mm-hmm.
If I only directly delete this NIC,
Hmm.
I don't need to detach it. It will get released automatically. Because
In
I won't get this default IP for that new NIC.
ধরো তুমি একটা নতুন মোবাইল কিনবে, কিনেছো, পুরনো মোবাইলটা খারাপ হয়ে গেছে, সিমটাও কি ফেলে দেবে? সিমটা ওখান থেকে খুলে এখানে লাগাবে.
এটা বলতে সেম আইপিটাই থাকবে ওখানে।
হ্যাঁ, এখানে প্রোডাকশন সার্ভারে সবসময় পাবলিক আইপি নয়, প্রাইভেট আইপি, এই সরি ইলাস্টিক আইপি. কারণ পাবলিক আইপি তো ডাইনামিক, পাবলিক আইপি কমপ্লিটলি ডাইনামিক. If I detach it means it is released, new public IP. But in our machine where application is running or something is running, some fixed IP is there because we already mentioned mapping to DNS. DNS and this IP map is required. End user is not going to type the IP address. End user is going to type the URL. So that URL, it is going to ask to DNS. What is the IP address? DNS is going to provide the elastic IP. That is also public IP but static. Then page is going to open. Okay. So detach attach, it is only elastic IP on related, not public IP. So this is my elastic IP. Now what is my target? I want to detach this elastic IP and attach to new NIC. Okay. Let's see how to detach. So move to elastic IP. Elastic IP. This is my elastic IP. Action. See, deassociate elastic IP address. Associate, deassociate. Associate means attach, deassociate means detach. And release means first I allocate it and then release it. That is, when I allocate it, this IP is allocated in my account. My account means this number. Okay? Any bill or anything is going to generate in this number. So when I release, it is released from my account. Okay, I'm not going to use anymore. Fine. So right now deassociate. So when I deassociate, this elastic IP back to instance, so my old one is last ID is 220, right? 220 where IP is there, elastic IP is there. And new one is 986 last, right? This is 0, this is 1. Refresh it. Check it, it is deassociate. Elastic IP release from 220. Now what is my target? I associate to this network card. Okay? So back to instance, elastic IP, and this is your elastic IP. Action, associate elastic IP. Last time I associate to instance. Now I am going to associate to network interface. Which network interface? Old and new. New. And private IP. You can choose anything.
So sir, this time instance will have public IP because you are attaching that elastic IP to NIC new one. So the instance will have public IP automatically or the same IP.
Where public IP?
Earlier instance had that
New, old. Elastic IP is here. Now I detach and attach to here.
correct.
So it is blank.
This is done in your NIC. You have done in NIC.
NIC. But
in
NIC,
case of
the NIC part of the instance. ठीक है?
that's what one to understand. Means it is backly in back.
It is not outside of the instance. It is part of the instance. So when I detach it means old NIC there was no IP. Now you can create another elastic IP and attach it. You have to know how to detach, how to attach. Because in future sometimes this is required. Okay, we have to attach, detach, elastic IP, new elastic IP, old elastic IP.
Sir, during this time, what happened to instance public IP, public IP or elastic IP? What happened to instance?
क्वेश्चन क्लियर नहीं हुआ.
अभी इस समय सर इंस्टेंस का IP एड्रेस क्या होगा? डायनेमिक पब्लिक IP.
इंस्टेंस का कोई पब्लिक आईपी नहीं होता है. इंस्टेंस का नहीं होता है. इंस्टेंस में जो नेटवर्क कार्ड होता है उस नेटवर्क कार्ड में आईपी होता है.
तो सर अभी अटैच था ना उससे.
हाँ, वो तो नेटवर्क कार्ड से अटैच था. नेटवर्क कार्ड इंस्टेंस में अटैच है. ठीक है. आप बोलेंगे मेरा मतलब मैं ह्यूमन बींग्स मेरा सिम क्या है? मेरा तो सिम नहीं है. मेरा सिम मोबाइल में है. मोबाइल मुझसे अटैच है. समझ रहे? सिम जो है वो नेटवर्क कार्ड का काम कर रहा है. वो इंस्टेंस में है या कोई डिवाइस में है, वो मेरे साथ अटैच है एक एक करके. और अगर ये प्रोडक्शन सर्वर है, इफ इट इज अ प्रोडक्शन सर्वर, ऑलरेडी इलास्टिक आईपी ऑलरेडी देयर. if any reason we have to change this elastic IP, okay, due to some location and others, then we have to know now how to detach, how to attach. So that we are going to discuss how to attach, how to detach. So now what is my target? I am going to detach, already detach is over. Now attaching this elastic IP to new NIC. And again I choose, if it is required, reassociate is possible. Associate. So now it is associated. Instance, see there was no IP, right? 220 is old and 986 is new. Just refresh it. Now it is in 986. This is new, number 1, old is 0. So this is the way how to attach and detach, right? Now I am just going to terminate. So let it be terminate. But when instance is going to terminate, what happen? We add one EIP, we add one NIC, we add one wall, right? These are not going to delete. Fine. So let it be show. Now shutting down. Terminated. My instance is terminated. I want to check volume. Refresh. One volume is available, not used. Which volume? New volume, 5 GB. Okay, it is available means still it is there in my account, but it is not used because instance is deleted. So you have to, where is modify, delete, this is. Then elastic IP. This is elastic IP. Check it. Deassociation is not possible. Release this. Already deassociated. It is showing cannot be released with association ID. That is, it is not clear. Refresh it and try it again. Release. If it is not allowed, then we have to reassociate. NIC also there, na? So you have to deassociate. Once deassociated, then release. Now allow to release. And network card. Refresh. New NIC is there. Action. And delete it. Delete it. Fine. So these are not going to delete automatically. Now one more topic, just how to configure web server. Simply web server. So you already completed this portion. Now install and configure web server in ec2 instance. Okay, simply try to understand this one. So
Just one thing for the instance part, EC2. So what if there's a use case like where you have to move one instance, one particular instance from one zone to another? Is there a use case like that? Just asking because we have to then probably move every single thing that we are attaching to that.
instance moving.
Let's say like all my business unit is getting shifted to some another zone or something.
Instance moving means instance from one region to another region is possible. Mumbai to Singapore.
That's what.
Okay. Then instance moving purpose, different option is there. You have to create the image of the existing instance. Suppose your instance is running with some application and others. We have to create the image. Because previously when I create the EC2 instance, we are from where we are creating?
Mumbai South.
What is the source of your instance? From where? AMI, Amazon Machine Image, right? From machine image you are creating instance. Now just opposite direction, instance to Amazon Machine Image.
What do you mean by Amazon machine?
ISO file, just like ISO file.
So that is basically an OS file.
Not only OS,
Then
that is ISO file is OS. Here it is complete instance. See, Amazon Machine Image is a OS. Okay, I create one ec2 instance. I install my application, database, whatever may be. Now I am going to create image of the same instance.
what do you mean by image? Like copying?
Image means AMI, Amazon Machine Image.
Okay, so you are telling that we are just creating an copy.
From Amazon Machine Image to instance, now instance to Amazon Machine Image. Okay, that is the image of this machine. So this is not a default image. What type of image? Customized image. It is your image.
Because we added a lot of
Right. So in this image, everything is available. Now if you copy this image from Mumbai to Singapore, and then in Singapore you are going to create one new instance from that image. Now everything is available by default. Your application, your database.
how are we supposed to copy it? Like
Yeah.
control C, control V, no. Because there's a big thing.
I mean, later on it will.
করাবো সব করাবো
So network cards, volume boost and also network.
Although we created an image of it, but
image, the software,
but those all
not
are
hardware.
different regions, right?
হ্যাঁ
So how do we move that then? All of these.
দেখাবো
So we have to configure it over there also.
Yeah, again you have to create the new instance with the help of that image.
No, I don't want to create the new instance. That's what. I don't want to go through all of it, and I just want to copy paste the same thing. Is there a possibility like that?
Instance.
Yes. For example, there's one server running in, let's say, Mumbai,
Hmm.
and my whole business is just shifting to Singapore.
See, if it is in AWS processes create image, copy image from another, and create instance. AWS concept. AWS, Azure, Google.
Copy image and then
First create image, copy image different region, create new instance. Okay,
from that image.
from that image. If it is on premises virtual machine, then we are going to copy complete virtual machine from here to there, but it is not going to copy any hardware. Okay, virtual machine means the operating system, the application which is running. That is, we are telling server migration from on premises to cloud. Only application you can migrate. Only application. Okay, not server, that is not OS. Only application. That is also possible. Okay, only database. That is also possible. Different option is there.
In that case, the instance will be running in two places, both. I mean, Mumbai also and Singapore also.
Your choice.
We can delete also. We can delete because already.
See, you are the administrator. You can do anything. But you have to follow the proper syntax and proper logic wise. Right? Because we cannot.
No, I want to say if I delete it from Mumbai, it should not harm our running workflow.
See, that is the business policies. Your customer matter. If customer is want to continue one application in Mumbai and one application in Singapore, okay, and DNS through they are going to load balancing. DNS through load balancing means any request from India redirect to Mumbai. Any request from Singapore redirect to Singapore server. Okay, geolocation wise load balancing. This is not normal load balancer. This load balancer is possible through DNS only.
But if we don't want, then we can delete it simply.
That is your choice. You have to know everything, all the steps. Okay, now you have to continue it. So tomorrow I will show you this web server as well as this instance creation. I'm just going to create one instance. Then I just log in. I create one folder. I create one file. Log out. Make the image. Copy the image from Mumbai to Singapore. Create instance in Singapore from this image. After that I logged in. That folder, that file should be there. That is proved, right? This portion we are going to continue tomorrow.
And web server, this is
Web server is different. Web server means Google, Yahoo, this is web server. Okay, web server means first instance, then web server purpose software we have to install, then configuration, web server configuration. See, in Linux, so many servers are there, but minimum web server, SSH server, FTP server, and one more is there. Four NFS server.
So server definition is it's just a machine, right? That's what I feel.
Machine within this, in software level, in OS, in OS software level, we have to configure something. Once we configure it, it is going to serve. Suppose one machine, one instance, I install web server related software. I upload.
What do you mean by web server related?
Web server means,
It's the internet.
web server means like Google, Yahoo.
So
This type of, these are all web server, na?
okay.
So this server purpose, some software is there. Hmm. देखो सर्वर मतलब क्या होता है? सर्वर मतलब एक, लोग समझते हैं सर्वर मतलब एक हार्डवेयर. मैंने एक सर्वर खरीद के लाया, ठीक है. डेस्कटॉप और सर्वर में अंतर क्या हुआ? लैपटॉप, डेस्कटॉप, सर्वर.
I feel servers are lightweight machines.
सर्वर नहीं.
नहीं, servers are
किसने बोला डेटा स्टोर करता है?
it could have compute or everything, right?
कंप्यूट करता है, डेटा स्टोर नहीं करता है, वो कंप्यूट करता है. डेटा स्टोर होता है स्टोरेज में, ठीक है. जैसे रेलवे, अभी मैं एक टिकट बुक कर रहा हूँ, तो मेरा डिटेल्स कहाँ पर स्टोर होगा? कोई सर्वर में. सर्वर सिर्फ इसको प्रोसेस कर रहा है. स्टोर कहाँ हो रहा है? स्टोरेज में, ठीक है. लेकिन अगर ये डेटाबेस में होगा तो कहाँ पर स्टोर होगा? स्टोरेज में नहीं, डेटाबेस में. डेटाबेस उसको एक्सेस करेगा. लेकिन सर्वर का कंसेप्ट क्या हुआ? मैं जो वेब सर्वर बताया वो क्या होता है? एक फिजिकल सर्वर, then operating system, then particular web server related some software. Okay, we have to install, because Linux server, one Linux server, it is going to serve as a DNS server, DCP server, Samba server, mail server, web server, FTP server. Number of servers are there. Depends on the that software we have to install. Okay. After that, we have to deploy our website there on that particular server. Physical server also, logical server also. Once I deploy, now website you can access worldwide. Okay, through IP address. Then we are going to configure DNS and inform to DNS, this is my URL. If anyone is asking for this URL, you please provide this IP address.
sir, this is not any hardware, right?
हार्डवेयर भी सर्वर है, सॉफ्टवेयर भी सर्वर है. वही तुम्हें बताया. पहले हार्डवेयर सर्वर, फिर उसमें ओएस इंस्टॉल किया, फिर उसमें एज पर योर रिक्वायरमेंट डीएनएस सर्वर को इंस्टॉल करो, वो एक सॉफ्टवेयर, या एचटीटीपी इंस्टॉल करो वेब सर्वर, या एफटीपी इंस्टॉल करो, ये सब सॉफ्टवेयर सर्वर.
Only thing is it does not store anything, it just process the
प्रोसेस वन एप्लीकेशन टाइप, ओएस रिलेटेड एप्लीकेशन. मेन फ्रेम भूल जाओ, मेन फ्रेम भूल जाओ. वो मैंने जब स्टार्ट किया था तब था, ठीक है. अब भी है चेन्नई में, अभी भी 2-4 कंपनी काम कर रहा है. मेन फ्रेम अलग होता है. ये जितना बड़ा बिल्डिंग है ना, ये इतना बड़ा इसका मशीन होता है, अलग 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 अलग, जैसे अलमीरा रखा है ना, उसी तरह लगता है.
server भी है.
वो सर्वर है, वो अलग चीज़ है, ठीक है. गूगल में मेन फ्रेम लिख के इमेज में क्लिक करना, तुमको दिखा देगा. हाँ, पार्टली सही है, पूरा सही नहीं है. पार्टली सही है. चलो बताएंगे, वो भी बताएंगे. तो एनी डाउट्स ক্লিয়ার হয়েছে এখন পর্যন্ত? प्रिंस, प्रिंस के मन में बहुत डाउट्स है. क्लियर? चलो इस वीडियो को आज भेजते हैं.